Well, I just asked Buzzer Khan what the reaction would be to celebration. I said, will he go over the top or will he keep it nice and calm? He said, it'll be reserved, because I think he also knows he's got a little bit to do still. Fantastic knock. He's threatened right throughout this tournament. He had an 88 at the start. He's got the bookends now, and a wonderful 100.
Well bowled by Mohammad Ahmed. Now that's his second 2020 100. The first one was that innings for Multan against Karachi. So he likes Karachi's bowlers, doesn't he?
I'll give people a bit of a heads up here. Jump on cricketgif.com and you can click on all his boundaries and you just watch them back to back, because there were some absolute monsters in there, particularly the sixes. But he's hit it to all parts of the ground, but his balance, if you want to watch how to hit big, you just watch how still he was.
Brilliant. This is superb bowling. I think he's back. I think Marlon Samuels is well back there. They're going to go upstairs. When you have an appeal, you've got to go upstairs. It's going to be a review.
Not much reaction from Sangakkara and the Karachi Kings. They're just strolling back to their marks. They're quite 63% out, so maybe they've got a different view. Yeah, well in.
Yeah, good dive, good extension there from Marlon Samuels, and we'll see on the Qatar Airways as that plane flies on by that it will be not out. So the next batter in for Zalmi, probably itching to get out there at the moment.
Who would you send in? I think I'd be inclined to send in Afridi. We're in the 18th over. I think Afridi should come in next. Cool, what a reception he would get with this sellout crowd. Now Mohammad Ahmed has just bowled two superb Yorkers. Oh, that is bad luck for the bowler. It counts as 4.
Even the great Sangakkara missing that. So things going from bad, very bad, worse, and the worst. Well, he's been excellent behind the stumps, but it just shows how dominant Peshawar are.
Yeah, Kumar Sangakkara's taken 2 magnificent catches during this PSL. Delport was the first one. Dwayne Smith the second.
Oh, where is the ball? This is outstanding bowling from Mohammad Ahmed. That's 3 Yorkers in this over. You can't get those away.
Yeah, last couple of overs to go, and this could define the game if Karachi Kings maybe just stem the flow a little, don't give away too many boundaries, then they might get back into this game. But if Peshawar get a hold of these 2 overs, it might all be over.
It's a superb over. Really a good over, that. 168 for 1.
Magnificent century there to Cameron Akmal, just the second in the Pakistan Super League. He's thoroughly entertained this sold-out crowd.
Right, Usman Khan. Oh, this is just great bowling. Who's been coaching this Karachi team with their bowling? Who's the bowling coach? Azhar Mahmood. Azhar Mahmood, well, he's got a wealth of experience, but they've learned. There he is. He'll be happy with this. He's also Pakistan's bowling coach, so this really is so encouraging to see bowlers getting in consistently the Yorker.
Yeah, you can't miss it right now, because Kamran Akmal, 101 of 61 deliveries. He's hit them long, and he's again just clearing that left leg of his and hitting down the ground.
Well, he's got to be smart here now, Kamran Akmal. He's got to almost start again, regroup. But this has just been the most wonderful innings.
Real power hitting and huge sixes. Very balanced when he hits it, stable base. Giving himself the room to swing the arms through the line.
7 sixes. Highest number of sixes that he's hit in a 2020 innings. Tries to get in the Yorker again. Samuels might come back for the second, and he will.
Just a concerted effort now from both the bowlers, just bowling Yorkers or bowling full. They've shelved the slow one, they've shelved the short one. I think it is the way to go, and it'll make life difficult for Kamran.
Yeah, you're right, Buzzard. I think, look, it's working for them too, isn't it? So until it goes a little awry, they'll probably keep sticking with it.
Oh, you're right there, they've cut out the short one. It's all right up into the shoes. Length ball this time. You know, what's a good score on this? They've got 172, and there are 8 balls to go.
And that's the projected scores on the bottom of your screen there. 172 currently. The same run rate gets into 184. Pushing up into the 190s, though. They're going to have to go at 15s to 17s.
Just look at that batting lineup with those Karachi Kings, and you look at Pollard, Peshawar Zalmi, and Gale and company, Sangakkara. It's well bowled again. This really is outstanding. We're watching a top-class display here from Usman Khan and also from Mohammad Amir.
There's another name you can add to that list as well, Wilco, Shoaib Malik. And we're talking about how well Kamran Akmal has hit straight. I think Shoaib Malik is one of the cleanest hitters straight of the ball going around.
Thank you, Wakas. Yes, brilliant batting, clean hitting, destroyer on his day. Well, to bowl the 19th over like that, 5 from it, brilliant. 173 for 1. One over to go. 173. And 104 of those runs all coming from the bat of one man, Kamran Akmal. Right, here we are. It's the final over. We've just seen a halt. Oh, look at that seam. Look at the grip. It's across the seam. Suggests he might just bowl a slow wall. Sometimes it's easier to hold. Sometimes when you're trying to... Oh, take them off. They take them off. Kamran Akmal. Only just look around him. And he's got to go. That's unfortunate for him. But he gets a nice applause and a shake of the hand from Kamran, from all the Pakistan players, the Karachi Kings. Take a bow, Kamran Akmal, one of the great innings in T20 cricket and appreciated by some of the greats of the game. What an applause. This is just the most superb effort by Kamran Akmal. Shoaib Malik the last to congratulate him off the field, and that tells you how brilliant this innings has been. 104 from 65 balls. One of the great innings. 174 for 2. He walks off. Oh, he's going to get 4. It gives Sangakkara no chance. And Afridi sees the funny side of it because he's the next man in.
Yeah, unlucky this. Very unlucky. Amir quite annoyed with that. He thought he had got that through. The little inside edge always works in any form of cricket. The French cut gets you a boundary.
Yeah, unfortunately you can't set fields for that, can you? Tried Afridi quickly in just to keep Marlon Samuels' mind on the job here as well. He's got 4 deliveries to work with.
He's done well here, Marlon Samuels. 35 from 20, strike rate 175. Yorker in again. No, they're not going to go. Now that means, listen to this crowd for Afridi. Technically, he could score 18. 3 balls to go. Oh, now then. Fielder there. Oh, Babar Azam, you've spoiled the party. Mohammad Amir gets his man. Shahid Afridi's stay was a very short one. It's under for Shahid Afridi. He perished for the cause. He's gone for naught. It's 179 for 3. The skipper is in, Darren Sammy the captain, but they have crossed, so Marlon Samuels is on strike. That's another good Yorker. This has been superb bowling.
There's only one thing that Shahid Afridi would do. Go for it. Didn't get any of it. If he had hit that in the middle, it was out of the ground, but Amir gets a wicket. Vital wicket.
It's pitched outside leg stump. It might well have hit the stumps, but that's a leg bye to finish. And the Peshawar Zalmi have finished their innings 181 for 3. And Kamran Akmal was simply brilliant. Marlon Samuels finishes 37 not out, and Zalmi 181 for 3. Well, 181, is it enough when you look at the batting in this side? Is 181 enough? Someone's going to have to play the long innings, as we saw Kamran Akmal doing for Zalmi.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they go about it. Yes, a long innings like that would be ideal. Or do they get a number of different partnerships? I mean, it'd be hard to think that it'll only be 1 or 2 down chasing this target. But They've got an exceptionally strong batting lineup to the Karachi Kings, and they're in form. They've won 5 of their last 6 matches. As Darren Sammy limps off a little bit after getting a little bit of a corky from that last delivery. Simply outstanding. At the top of the order there, best I've ever seen him play. He was absolutely brilliant from ball one, 104 runs from just 65 deliveries, the second highest score ever scored in the Pakistan Super League. Really good support from Milan and Samuels as well, 37 from 22, and he really got going at the end.
Well, it's only the 2nd century in the HBL PSL, and it was a quite marvellous display that we've seen tonight. Kamran Akmal, 104 from 65 balls, Milan 36, Samuels 37 not out. Partnerships, 97, Kamran Akmal and Milan, 77 with Marlon Samuels. So those first 2 wickets providing all the joy. Amir 1 for 31, 1 for 32 Sohail, Imad none for 22 in 3. And Usman, none for 26. So Sam Amir, none for 26 in 2 overs. Bopara, 3 overs, none for 41. Karachi, they need to score 182, and their run chase will need to go. They'll have to go somewhere to get this. Karachi, someone's going to have to play long innings, as we've seen from Kamran Akmal. 182 is the target. Peshawar Zalmi going through their routine now, but they need to defend 181. Karachi need 182 from 20 overs, and the run chase starts at 9.1 runs per over.
This should be a very good and a very interesting, engrossing run chase. 182 off 20 overs. This game by no means is over for Karachi Kings, because at one stage Zalmi were looking for a double 100 target. Akmal, what a knock. In front of a packed stadium, 100 from just 65 balls, and Malan once again looking smooth as silk, 36 from 31. Samuels promoted up the batting order, got a 30 odd as well. Now, Amir 1 for 31. Who was the other wicket taker? Sohail Khan 1 for 32. But Usman Chanwari was decent without picking up a wicket. Now it's up to them how they deal with the wetness of the ball, how they deal with stopping Chris Gale, and Babar Azam will open for Kings. It's about getting a seat booked for Lahore. Kamran Akmal blazed the opposition with some giant sixes. He was severe to the spinners, hitting the ball nice and straight. making use of the loose deliveries. This really was well crafted, well hit. And then got a liking to Ravi Bopara's slower ones, clearing the front leg and depositing the ball way back into the second and the first tier. Here he is, hopefully nicely refreshed after a 10-minute break. Lot to look forward to as Chris Gayle walks in. Babar Azam is his partner. It's ambling in, Chris Gayle. Never seems to be in a hurry. He takes his time. The world stops for him, it seems. Hassan Ali is gutsy. And we'll see subtle variations from him as well. Got to feel well here, Zalmi, because Kings are under pressure to score runs quickly, and so there'll be chances given. So got to be aware of the chances and make use of them. Chris Gayle, left-hand batsman, giant of a striker when he gets it right. And he's one for the future. Beautifully balanced batsman. Babar Azam has been a real success at the opening slot in this year's HBL PSL.
Sure has, isn't he? 25, only him and Shoaib Malik got runs, and he got 27 when Gayle Storm turned up and got 44 up against Islamabad United in match 20. So challenge here for Peshawar is to get people out early, and particularly Gayle, and be careful of Babar Azam because he's such a great craftsman. He works the pace, uses the pace of the bowlers, quick or slow, and the wrist work. So you've got to watch this guy. Suddenly he'll have 20 on the board and you look up, oh, hello, he's moved to 35.
Well, the first 6 overs is going to be crucial. The start is going to be important for Karachi. Babar Azam, no doubt, in a sublime form. Gayle has struggled a little bit. He's played a couple of knocks, shown the glimpse that he might just come into form in the last couple of games. So game on for sure. It's not out of reach, this total.
Let's see how they bowl to Babar Azam. Very risky through the square leg and mid-wicket. And he can cut the ball. He's a beautiful driver. So let's see, are they looking to attack him, get rid of him, or it's about bowling dots? Good bowling attack this. Chris Jordan, Wahab Riaz, most economical bowler of this year's HBL PSL. And then, of course, you've got Shahid Afridi. Have a look at that drive. The balance once again is flawless. Just a natural driver of the ball. Mohammad Asghar bowled beautifully in the last game, picked up 3 wickets in no time and set the pace, set the tone for the Zalmis with the ball.
Babar Azam played most of his cricket in the middle order. Plays at number 3, number 4, at the domestic level also. He has opened for Pakistan also, and he's cherishing this opportunity right here in this PSL. He's given the opportunity, top of the table, and struggled a little bit with the short ball, but yes, he is no doubt, as Ramiz just said, that such a balanced player, plays all around the ground. Doesn't really look to slog. He's one of those who looks really good, very soothing on eyes.
All he has to do is to now learn to finish the games. He looks well set, in control, and then he gives it away. And at that position, if you are in your 40s and 50s, you've got to look to just maul the opposition, just get them on the mat.
He's had to come up the order. I'm just looking back here in the notes here, because in match 19 didn't play because you had Tamim Iqbal, of course, opening for Peshawar, but the Bangladeshis are gone for international duty, so it's given an opportunity to Babar Azam.
That's excellent bowling. That's good pressure bowling from Hassan Ali.
excited about this guy, Waka. You saw him in Australia a lot. Hassan Ali, there and thereabouts, quicker than you think.
Yeah, he's first busted on the scene when Pakistan toured England, and he bowled really well. He bowled in the ODIs, very smart bowler, has got a really good slow deliveries, and hit the hard length. And he is quicker than you think. You know, very easy on his run up, good action.
Single of the last ball of that over, and Kings finally off the mark, one without a wicket. Chris Gale is still at the non-strikers end. Babar Azam got off the mark of the last ball of that first over. 181 of 114 deliveries. That is the equation.
Well, one thing is for sure, that this PSL is going to be remembered for having some really close games, and so many of them, not one, not two. We had a really bunch of games which went really close. Last over, last ball maybe. Chris Jordan coming into the attack. It's a good move. Use the new ball.
Watch out for a Yorker. Oh, gets it to swing away from Babar Azam. It's been given as a wide. That's a bit harsh. That clearly took Jordan by surprise.
Ranmore Martinez. Give us a break, brother. It's the baddest game anyway. Look, it's only a guide. The blue line is only a guide, but it did shape as well. Babar Azam could have thrashed at it and smoked it through the covers. Goes against Jordan.
Oh, that's gone up in the air. O-U-T! Vabrias takes the catch and get rid of Babar Azam, and that's a big scamp. Getting rid of a set batsman, sorry, a high-scoring batsman. Couldn't get settled into the act. In the last game also played out 6 dots. And then he slowly warmed up to the task, but not tonight. Gone after scoring only a single. Pressure on Karachi Kings. They've lost a very good one in Azam. 2 for 1. Skipper is in. Left-handed genius, Kumar Sangakkara. Highest average for a batsman who scored 10,000 or more runs. This was a nothing shot in the end. Babar Azam in 2 minds probably whether to mow this over mid-wicket, and then scooped it to Wahab Riaz, who took his time and took a good one.
Yeah, a very smart move by Sammy by giving a new ball to a faster bowler. In the last few games, we've seen Sammy going to Mohammad Asghar or to another spinner to start off with a new ball. This is a good move. And I don't think Babar Azam was expecting that. He was expecting the spinner to come on. And sometime when you play with your play with your bowlers, and he can really put the batsman off. And that's, I think, what happened to Babar Azam. Was looking to play on the onside, just a leading edge. The ball sort of nipped away from him. Great move by Sami.
He's nice and full at pace, Chris Jordan. Right, there have been quite a few sixes hit in the first innings, and we haven't had a catch yet. Pepsi catcher Karol, wake up, guys. It's coming any time. Chris Gayle is not yet on strike. Once he's on strike, then watch out for a 6 or 2. Sangakkara's 100th T20 game as a skipper. Yeah, delightfully played for a single.
Now he's pumped, isn't he, for this one? Kumar Sangakkara in the field. He was so animated. A lot to say in his body language and really getting stuck into his teammates to lift themselves. Desperate to win. It's all about winning when you've had a career like Kumar Sangakkara. Won that World T20 in Bangladesh in 2014. He's been around the globe. He's seen it all. Played in World Cup finals. Now, playing franchise T20, you simply want to win.
All eyes now on Chris Gayle. He's taking his time to get settled. Surveying the field. Gayle's facing the first ball. And leaves it well alone. Low bounce. It can be a tricky surface this second time around because it loses a bit of pace and bounce, and so your slow deliveries may just dig in and do a lot more than expected.
You go back a few years and you look at the way Gayle used to play. He used to sort of tee off from the word go, from the very first ball. In the last couple of years, he has sort of, it takes a bit more time. And sometimes it's good, but sometimes when he gets out straight after that, after a couple of overs, it's a problem for the team. It's 3 for 1.
People everywhere. You rotate this camera 360 degrees and you'll find no empty seats. A magnificent thumbs up to this HBL PSL league. Drives but goes to the field. I think for Sangakkara to feel a little relaxed, it's important, to a certain degree imperative, that Chris Gayle gets cracking, because Sangha will take a bit of time to warm up to the occasion, whereas if Chris Gayle gets going, then obviously he could set up a great platform for Kings really to target that 179 runs left. Oh, that's misfielded. Got to be a little careful if Chris Gayle is your partner. Sangha was off and Gayle took a little bit of time to get going. Yeah, just asking him, how is it, mate? You okay?
Yeah, without a doubt, Sangha is pumped up. He wants to win this game. There was definitely an opportunity for a second. You think that if he would have grabbed that ball, there was a chance.
Oh, Village. Get down, son. Got to stop those. Mr. Shah. We're still nervous.
Yeah, he tends to struggle with a full-leg delivery at times, Chris Gayle, and I think that seems to be the script written by Zalmi for their bowlers. Just pitch the ball up initially. Let's see how he reacts, and he didn't look too happy on this occasion. Seemed to have lost it in the backdrop.
Karachi Zalmis play way too many dot deliveries in the start. And the first 6 overs are always crucial. And look at that. It's very clear that dot balls, the Zalmis are up there. And that's a lot to do with of course, Chris Gayle. I mean, he takes a bit too long nowadays. I remember Gayle taking off from a very first ball. He used to sort of tee off and hits really big. Nowadays he needs more time. I guess he's under pressure a little bit too, because he hasn't got runs in this PSL.
He's edged it, but a couple of bounces to the keeper. It was a slow delivery from Hassan Ali. He's not shaping up too well here.
Yeah, the change of pace, whether it's whistling past his grill or he's sitting back, isn't he? Everything's sitting back in the box, as it were, from Chris Gayle. He wants to load up. You're not going to pitch it up to him. If you've done your homework, you don't pitch it up to him all the time. You've got to change it up. One score there of 44. That's it.
That one kept low, spun away from Chris Gayle. Excellent over comes to an end. 4 for 1. Chasing 181. Kings 4 for 1 after a very, very slow start.
Jordan bowled only, what, 1 over, and then Sami's another move. Sami. Mohammad Hafiz coming onto the attack.
Two left-handers on strike, and so I guess routine selection, because that is how the captains have normally operated. They see a left-hander on strike, instead of getting the left armour, they get the offie in, and he's been outstanding with his tactics, Darren Sami. For me, the captain of this HBL PSL. A very smart thinker. Oh, the angle, it didn't have any spin.
Well, in the first 6 over, you're only allowed 2 fielders out. There's one mid-wicket, which is a little bit squarer, and then, of course, mid-off. Mid-on is up, and there's a huge gap if you can clear him like that. That's a beautiful shot, and he timed it beautifully.
Makes it look so easy, the Sangers. Shimmy down the wicket. The flick, really, that's all. Look at it go, look at it sail away into the crowd. Yeah, things for Darren Sami to think about.
Yeah, once he got to the pitch of the ball, game over for Hafiz. Handled it so well. Kumar Sangakkar, I'm sure he'll go again. Down the track, and I'll pick up a single. Just covered the stumps so that he couldn't get beaten by that shortened length delivery.
This is big for me, because he's faced 6 balls, hasn't got off the mark, Gayle, and we saw what he did to Syed Ajmal at this very ground when he got 44 and was man of the match. Yes, it was a low score, but can Gayle now switch on this big stage, big knockout match, and he's up against another right arm offie, not nearly as a big turner of the ball as Syed Ajmal, and he looks at the field. Only 2 men out. This is the power play, remember, folks. Long on, and mid-wicket's gone a little bit squarer. Here we go.
Well, Peshawar Zalmi definitely have done their homework. You straight away see as Gale came onto the attack, he's moved his fielders around. He's brought mid-off up and mid-on back. For Sangakkara, it's the other way around. So that's good thinking.
There's no coordination. When you're feeling good, when you're in form with the bat, everything sinks in. Your footwork, your bat speed, your body motion. It appears as if when you're watching Chris Gale, he's operating in three different tiers and forms. The body is somewhere else, the bat is coming from a different angle, and the feet are not moving. It's a very disjointed batting effort so far from Chris Gale. So that means more pressure on Kumar Sangakkara. He's done his bit in this over. 13 for 1 after 4. Most matches as captain, Darren Sammy 144, hence the brilliance that we see from him on the field. Kumar Sangakkara, not bad, playing his 100th T20 game as a skipper. George Bailey, 93. He was smart as well, very cool. Very good, George Bailey. Gautam Gambhir, 148, and MS leads them with 239. Darren Sammy's record is not bad. We're talking about 73 versus 63. Wahab Riaz comes on. Gets driven. Afridi picks up the ball.
Another big problem with Karachi is they're not really running those singles. I mean, all those fielders on the offside, you can see that they're right on the edge of the inner box. So that means you can take single if you just tap the ball and make sure that it's right somewhere in the middle of these fielders. But Gale is not ready to run. So they're looking for a big shot.
Oh, beautifully played. Really is a class shot from Kumar Sangakkara. Gets a nod of approval from Chris Gale as well, but boy, when he strikes them, it looks majestic.
And he's had to. He's having to take charge here and be proactive because Gale is so out of sorts here, and this is a crunch game. Look at this. Who said Kumar Sangakkara can't do this to a new ball bowler? Brilliant.
Yeah, takes a quick single. Shahid Afridi goes at Gale's end.
Now that's good. That's what they need to do. Hit a boundary and make sure that if you're blocking it, if you're looking to defend the ball, look for that single. Put the bowler under pressure. Don't let him bowl those dot deliveries. Although this was a little bit hard, hit hard, and Gale was comfortable.
Well, that's what they need to send out to Chris Gale. Come on, Galey.
I like your haircut, Danny. Look at that.
That's ridiculous.
On the right.
There's too much here. Too much. It's going to be short to love.
And there's too long for Ramiz.
Another good move here is that Sangers has got the strike back.
Took Gale 9 balls to get off the mark. Sanga puts it in the air. A chance. Samuels collects the ball, catches the ball. Sanga's innings comes to an end. The umpire is asking him to wait. I think they want to recheck the landing area, the no-ball area. Just wanted to carry on at a certain pace and momentum. Kumar Sangakkara is not a natural striker like Chris Gayle, but he did his best. He's okay. He's miles behind the popping trees. What's wrong with you, boys? 19 for 2. Sanga gone after scoring 15. Well, then what can Shoaib Malik do? He's at the non-striker's end, the new entrant at the crease, and Chris Gayle carries on in his own merry way. He's won now from 10 balls, 19 for 2.
Well, not pretty reading if you're a Karachi fan at the moment. Babar Azam, who's been in wonderful form, was out early, and now Chris Gayle, one of the most dynamic players in T20 history, can't get bat on ball. He's struggling to get it away. 1 run in 10 balls for a man who's hit 18 T20 hundreds. This Pakistan Super League is the only league, T20 league in the world he hasn't hit a century in so far. So England international Chris Jordan. Ball in hand at the moment, wanting to look for another wicket here for Peshawar. Well, it's in the air and it's gone. Well taken. It's Hafiz, the professor. Yeah, they're all up and about as well because it's a brilliant catch. And yet again, they've got a huge wicket. It's Malik, gone very first ball. Chris Gayle still up the other end, struggling. And the Karachi Kings, who have been doing so well, see an under on the screen as he departs for naught, and it's 19 for 3. Well, we're just going to check the front foot here. No problems whatsoever. So everything will remain as is. And once again, 19 for 3. Well, he wasn't required with the bat today, but Hafiz has just taken a brilliant catch to get rid of Shoaib Malik. So Ravi Papara now to the crease. Good average, 31. He'll need that and a bit more. And watchful leave.
Karachi Kings innings just hasn't started. This is the first one. Sangakkara trying to hit this over mid-wicket. Just too much pain from Wahab Riaz. And Shoaib Malik with the softest whistle just chipping it to mid-on. Hafiz does a good job, but there's no momentum, no rhythm to this Karachi Kings innings at all. They're chasing 180. I don't know if they know that.
A little over 11 runs and over required as Baparis tries to get this innings going, but Marlon Samuels is in the way.
Well, I think there's pressure now on everyone who comes in because Chris Gayle is the most laboured innings from the big man. So Malik perishing for a 1-ball naught. Sangakkara tried to force the issue as well. And Mohammad Hafiz pulling off a really scorching catch. Meanwhile, Chris Gayle, 1 from 10. And it's putting pressure on the new batsman every time.
The first real loose delivery. A little bit of pressure released.
We talked about this at length. Chris Gayle not in form and what that does to the Karachi Kings innings. Just, there's nothing really. A couple of hits, 1-6, but 20 into the 6th over. Power play almost over, so it doesn't provide you with the running between the wickets. And once he takes up so many balls, then the pressure tells.
And they're going to look for a quick single. Chris Gayle was slow to react there. Noticed on an article by Ian Bishop, so we'll give Bishop a bit of a shout out because he's not here this evening. He's gone back home for a bit more work. But he was talking about young Pakistani players coming through the Pakistan Super League. We've seen some wonderful emerging players with ball in hand this tournament, Buzz. Where are we seeing the next players? And is it some of the older players like a Chris Gayle moving on so that we can see some of these young guns coming through?
Yeah, probably, but Chris Gayle is an overseas player, so even if he moved on, somebody would replace him. But that's the one thing that we haven't seen in both the PSLs, the first one and this one, is some batsman emerging and playing one innings that you really remember.
I did say a very good half-century from Hussain Talat from Islamabad. He looked about the best. I know we've seen runs from Fakhr Zaman, but I thought that Talat looked fantastic, and of course we didn't see him in the next game because he was injured. But in terms of the young bowling we've seen from Pakistan, we've seen an array of good youngsters.
Certainly have. Jordan just tucks Chris Gayle up on this occasion.
And also what is heartening is that the young bowlers or the young players that have come through are excellent fielders. And Pakistan do struggle in the field, but with this younger generation coming through, it just seems as they've stepped up in that regard.
Can you put your finger on any specific reason why?
I think just watching T20 around the world, just that the big thing about T20 taking over world cricket, they have grown up with that, and that has added to their fielding. They need to be good fielders, and it's emphasized now.
Once again, Karachi Kings looking at working in singles only. Chris Gayle won't be able to get back on that occasion. 4 runs from it, 23 for 3.